So, hello everybody. Just for we are recording, and we have new faces as well. Later we can introduce ourselves. Nika, hello. Haven't seen you in a while.
I think this is very historical meeting, 5 Thursdays to Cambridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is indeed a very, very big step in hope, in playing with ultimate possibilities, in gathering all the skill one requires to dream and make dreams come true. So it's a very collective effort in the coming days to Cambridge.
Yeah. It's
Everyone will
the culmination of the 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and then
so it sounded very, very optimistic and very, oh my God, this is just sounds so glib and nice. But actually delivering on our 5 Thursdays to work towards this possibility is now everybody's focus to make this happen together. So it's not just one person. It has to be everyone putting in their whatever it takes to have something worthwhile going to when we all look at this dream coming true.
Yeah, it's quite remarkable. You know, we said this is what we're gonna do, and then we just keep going. So what I have learned for myself is that, wow, that's really all it takes. Like you say, the journey from impossibility to possibility is to just keep going. There's no other way.
This journey of possibility, no one should think it's easy.
Yeah.
Because lots and lots has to be put in place for it to fall in place. So
it's a very hard journey, actually.
It's a very hard journey. So money doesn't grow on trees. We know that. Yeah. Funders don't come to fund anything and anyone. So unless they see some huge possibility of funding this, we can do all that we want and hope all that we want, dream all that we want, but without our collective focus and what's that word I'm looking for, Peck?
Effort.
Effort. And I think determination and commitment. That's what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Determination and commitment. Because it can't be that, okay, only when things will happen, only when we get the grant, only when I'm sure that I will be going to Cambridge, will I start putting in work. That cannot happen.
It's a drive. I think it's like a hunger. I was thinking about it last night. Why would I, like, you know, at 51 years old still push myself to pretty much, you know, the finish line where I'm like, I can't read the 2 sentences put together. I don't even know what it makes. You know, I was typing to all of you, and then it was like 12:30, and then before that, you know, so I was really reflecting on that, like, why, what is that drive? And I think funders, for it to happen, I think, like you say, collectively, you know, they got to see that.
Because there are no freebies. There are no free lunches.
No.
And we just happen to be in a place where we don't have any other agenda except seeing transformation in the individuals who commit and show that determination of making that difference to themselves. That has to be there. Otherwise, what are we going to share at Cambridge? Unless there are narratives that are worth sharing around the world, what do we just go? Exposure? Are we just going for exposure? No. I don't think so. That's a big enough cause. Anyone can take a ticket if they have the money or if they have somebody to believe in them, to go have an exposure and come back. And then what? Unless it's a life-changing, determined effort to make the most of this opportunity, why should we be driven to take on such a huge task? So I'm very, very touched with what you started off with, Peck, when you said it's like sending our own children. So they have to be well equipped, but well equipped doesn't mean only materially, right?
Yeah, it's a school of life, right? So it's
a school of life.
It's preparation for life. So if you think about it, if your children is leaving home,
yeah,
right? I mean, this is kind of more for the perspective of the stewards, and then
Yeah.
for the youth to kind of listen on why would your parents or adults in your lives or the stewards in your life or the funders, you know, the trustees of boards and all that,
yes,
they will want to see that, right? So if we say, okay, we're going to put ourselves out there, so many of us from so many continents,
yeah,
right, and different right, different support, even, you know, some of us may need quite a little bit more support as we grow the full inclusion youth stewardship program. So the material, you're right, the material piece is one piece, but it's how do we prepare ourselves, right? So we have a preparation for 1 year. Actually, the grant starts next year.
yeah,
Prepare 1 year. So we still have 1 year to prepare for that 1 year. But this is part of the youth stewardship program where cohort 1 has kind of finished the 7 milestones, and cohort 2 is starting, right? And then we're pulling everyone together. Then it is our duty, right, to prepare ourselves, you know. And as we said, right, for this youth stewardship program, the adults cannot do very much for us, not the adults, sorry, the stewards, you know. It's really up to your youth stewards to really be ready yourself, right?
Yeah.
So if the readiness isn't there yet to be like to travel on your own, right? To represent yourself, your family, your organization, your country, for example, your community, or whatever that you identify yourself, right? Then there has to be a lot of determination around that, right, Vashima? I think that's what you're saying. Right?
Yes. Also, that spirit of all that we kind of talked about, our identity has to be so ingrained of who we are and where we are and the community we belong to. A lot of I've been working with a project called Wonder Girls, and it has seen that the young people, young adults, what they're missing out on is relatable role models. So that is one idea where people have that courage, and I believe everybody on our program has that courage and has that zest for life. But what they can be enabled further is through these relatable models, role models who have achieved, who've gone out and done something with their life, which then puts them into an extraordinary way of being, found themselves in extraordinary ways. So I think each one of us ultimately will become that person with all the inspiration of what they have achieved, and then they are able to share with the world, right?
Inspiration.
Yes.
Huh?
So all
a living inspiration, right?
Because that's a school of life.
You know, living hope, isn't it? Because
yes,
it has to be in action. It has to be.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. Nice to see you. We've got Victor. Mary Wick, I saw you coming in as well. This session is already being recorded. Can you turn on your video so you can say hello to everybody? It's so exciting. You're like in different land forms of the earth, you know. We've got people in Philippines. Oh yes, down south as well in New Zealand.
Victor King.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for everybody to more people to come on board. Then we will do the introductions of the 3 continents, 4 continents. I don't know. I can sing the continent song. So I'll do that a bit later. But let me get this 5 Thursdays to Cambridge out of the way first. Okay. Shall I open up my budget spreadsheet? Okay, I'll open up 2 things. So Nika, Andromeda, Marywick, you weren't able to join us for some of these 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, but you had put up your hand for being part of this team. So what we have here, just to contextualize for the cohort 2, is that some of the cohort 1 youth stewards essentially jump into for this project, okay, to be the organizing committee of 5 Thursdays to Cambridge for the summer school. So it's more in depth. It's more in depth than just the youth stewardship program. Okay, so we formed like a working committee. So, and I said, you know, that are you seeing my screen? Yeah. Okay. Just release your microphone and just talk to me, okay? Because I'm not looking at your faces now. I'm looking at the screen. So we were doing this, and Tasha and Alan were also on this project as part of their apprenticeship program. Okay, so this is how it works really, in case you're figuring out the structure. Okay, so this is like a project team, and so when we work on the project team, then we have our agenda, and we are very tight with our purpose, and when we meet together, because it's taking so many people's time, so we have to be to write it like that. And then when you have a project and you want a project to succeed, and this came about because we were talking about ideas, and then how you get funding for your ideas, right? Or ideas, or you want to do a business. So this has that a much more project management, project scoping kind of a way of working together. The youth stewardship program has more dialogues, exploratory reflections, etc. But for project work, we need to have deliverables, etc. like that. So this is much closer to more like preparing for work skills, for example. And the youth stewardship program is more towards like formation and education, right? So that's how. So when you attend meetings, then the modality of the meetings, although it's the same people, and in a group of people, and you're still using the Zoom, it still can be very different. The tone of the meeting, the way it's run, you know, the facilitation. So this is the reason why for the youth stewardship program, we have several different types of meeting types, so that you'll get accustomed to it, and then you can read it much quicker when you're in a group with as you interface with more and more of the businesses, community, and marketplaces, that you're able to see straight away what kind of environment I'm in, you know. So this is already training you to be like in reading the cultural norms, you know. So you can see that for this 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, which today it culminates because we're actually going to click and submit the funding together. But I'm a bit stuck, so that's why I'm rambling a little bit and talking to you all. So A, transformation, B, unity in diversity, C, interaction with people. And we had done some work here. For this grant submission, I have not accessed any of this work yet, but I think we can start publishing this and pulling this back. So these 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, we can set another series called Another 5 Thursdays to Cambridge. We can do that as well. Okay, but the success of these 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, alongside all the other project and work streams that we were doing, is that we will submit to the small grant application for the John Templeton Foundation, okay, today. So at least we know that when we are in a project, we need to have milestones and deliverables, okay? So you can see that when you have a team, then you have to split it into the work stream. So Nika, you are supposed to work with me on the budget and accounting, but because my apologies, I ran out of time, I couldn't include you in the budget process. Okay, so later I'm going to show this to you, but you can still shepherd this and steward this piece. Okay, you got names here. Now, if any of the cohort 2 are very interested to be part of the organizing committee for bringing all of us to Cambridge, not just bring all of us to Cambridge, but to actually design, curate, organize the entire summer school. I think we will have 1 year of preparation starting next year. That's how I've structured the funding, and then we will meet July 2023 and July 2024. So I'm locking it down, making it very concrete. So two runs, whatever hypothesis that we have about whatever we set for this summer school, the reason for its being, for two rounds, we will basically be very, very sure what it is that we were doing, why is it that we're doing, and where we have succeeded, and we will succeed. Okay, but this is something that requires then a commitment of this kind of life cycle. Okay, so if you feel that this is really speaking to you, and there will be other opportunities in the youth stewardship program, like there's another one that I'm doing now, which is the Charcoal Cottage Studios. That one is doing business online. So this one it's more organizing a summer school. So if this is speaking to you, you let us know, and then we will add you to this team, and then we will start another 5 Thursdays to Cambridge. Okay, so this is how that works. We haven't actually scoped the project, interestingly enough, so I just left that. Timesheet and all that, we need to get on to the discipline of this. So I'm still trying to see how we can do this well. So when you have a project, you need to keep time of everybody, or everybody has to keep that time, okay? So then you gotta have your project team. So, Nika, and whoever is very interested in accounting, money, and you've always somehow find yourself being a treasurer in school, people always say, okay, you're very good with money and everything, then, or it's something you say, I really want to get empowered on this, then please join the accounting team, finance and accounting team. Okay, so, Ejin, we're missing you. Merrywick, another 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, okay? We want to see you there. I know you're very interested in this. Okay, so so especially if you have some time before your next semester starts, I think this is a very good time to power in some energy for this. Okay, so it's this was a very interesting exercise for me, because I had to do 2 grants, the summer school as well as the BB Lighthouse the BB Lighthouse team, we have another work stream going, and we submitted that grant already. Okay, but even though I have experienced so many years in finance and accounting, this was a very good learning for me to take all the ideas, and it was something very different from how it was typically structured in corporate organizations, you know, where the structure is already there. So it took me a while actually, but I think I've learned a nice technique. So if all the other ideas are there, so like you have all this work scope. Now, if I were to put a dollar money to all these components, right, it wouldn't work. It would stifle these components, right? These components are like threads weaving something, right? And then if you put money in it, it will stifle it. So some people do budget formulation that way. So then I say, if I were to then go very deep into this, we will run out of time, and it's too premature anyway, because there's no content. So then I had to structure something a bit more conceptual, but maybe easy for the grant bodies to assess it, so that they don't get inundated with our very egocentric kind of communication, right? So this is the challenge when you want to submit to a grant body. So consistently, what is coming up is governance and legal matters. No matter what I do for these two projects, it starts here. So I think I was right in my instinct in all the projects. It's human rights, okay, and in basically interfacing with say BB Lighthouse, we cannot even start the work until our agreement is done. And our agreement, we needed our lawyers to come in at the end of the day to give us pro bono work. So for BB Summer School, I anticipated that's what we will have to do, but maybe not so onerous. Maybe I put 10,000 for that. But a typical good lawyer's work, it's about $30,000 in Singapore. Okay. So for governance structure as well, right? It's not clear cut for this one, so I've just put down here. But whatever it is, we have this organization to organization interface. So One Love, because this is under a not-for-profit, we've moved all our people development programs into One Love. So this team will need to have very good familiarity about the corporate governance structure of One Love, so that from the experience in the BB Lighthouse, they had fielded their finance, head of finance to work with us on this, you know. So Ejin, you can see your law will come in very useful here. Okay, yeah. And then you kind of start reading up on the UNDP SDG impact standards. They have started, I think this year is very new and it's very exciting, and I've done something with Duke University. So no matter what we do, we need to set our own governance structure, right? And so I think this piece, and it has to have a conceptualization process, your guidelines, your annual plan, your grant paper, so that you can run a team at a scalable level. So once you've put all these governance structures in place, then it's easy for you to bring in team members, and you don't have to keep briefing them. You know, briefing people it's very tiring for leaders, right? So you gotta have to put it down, write it down, and then select based on the people who are actually interested enough to go and read it on their own and learn it and tee up with you by the time you meet them. Those who don't make it, you just drop them. Okay, so that's how I screen my team actually, you know. Because a leader does not have time to keep briefing information. Okay, when we meet, it is to brainstorm solutions already, you know, and making decisions together. And those who come into meetings and they are not prepared, they can't be part of the decision making. Not because we don't like them or anything. It's because they haven't even got the core information in place. Okay. So turning up for a meeting does not mean that you just turn up, because if you don't turn up with the work that is being done by everybody and keeping abreast of it, your team members will feel very frustrated with you, and then you're not contributing anymore because you can't be part of the decision-making process. Okay. So all this documentation is to help for those who can't make it for certain meetings. And then of course, we will always find time offline to brief them, but it cannot be a habituated kind of participation style, you know. So this one, something like that so I didn't want to call it project management, etc., etc. So I call it governance. So it's basically organizing the project and organizing people and sorting people out into. So I think quite a lot of you have been selected for this program because you have this ability. So these are the toolkits for these kind of ability to enhance it. So for every project, we will set aside for that. And because we meet together, and then what we have here is actually intellectual property for the project, the knowledge basin. Okay, so we, as part of Bilberries Blue, we want to keep that kind of discipline about it, that we are also accruing knowledge as we do our projects, so that it doesn't just become project. So you can see that then we will put it into a system. Okay. There are now in corporate businesses something called ESG toolkits as part of the governance and reporting structure. So no matter where you all go to work next time, you will find yourself, the management is going to speak this kind of governance structuring. And so if you do it yourself, you will understand it very, very in depth, rather than it being just a set of rules. Okay, so this is how, and I put in $1,000, which I think is very light, but the project is 30 months. So I structured the budget like that, one-off monthly, and it ought to be market benchmark, even though people are donating time. So these are some of the benchmarking that you need to do if you're doing money. So engineer had asked this question, right? How do you raise funds and all that? So it's quite elaborate actually at this level. This project is currently at $1 million level. Okay, so then for the John Templeton Foundation, they've asked for request amount. So you see how I've taken the words on the website and turned it into Excel. So I find that this is very interesting. Accountants need to actually be creative. Not in a bad way, not creative accounting, but creative in the sense that when you listen to the problem, you need to translate it into Excel, and then you need to translate this back into words again. Okay, so you have to be able to see what is the amount that you secure, and then they said you have the requested amount and you have the additional funding. So what is the amount that you secure, and what's the amount that you plan to secure? Okay, and what is the status of your work? What types of services and goods are you needing? Okay, and then I put in further who are our people who are supporting, providing this additional funding. So once you set it all out at the start, it's very easy. Then you keep to the structure, and then as you succeed, becomes the plan. As you succeed, you basically compare it, okay, to the plan. I'm going to have to mute some. Yvonne, hello, nice to meet you. I'm going to apologize and mute you because I'm going through this budget. Later on, we will have a chance to meet everybody. No, it's okay, Yvonne. Don't feel anything about it. Okay, so it's very practical. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so I'm just going to apologize and mute you for a little bit. Yeah, okay. So for traveling to Bilberries Blue then, so for governance, once you've got the governance intact, the structure intact, it gives people a lot of confidence because then you have the visibility, okay, of who's where, and you have a team as well. So even if you are the lead person doing it and your somehow not able to work on the project momentarily or something, there's always somebody else who can take over and run it. Okay, so continuity is very important for any project, and for any grant body. They will want to see, okay, is this group going to be, if I give you the money, are you going to be able to deliver it, or is it going to go into ether space, you know? So I am just kind of like the primer structurer. From this point onwards, the youth has to kind of really run this already, right? So we got to have to see now who is available to do that. And I can still shepherd this for another 5 Thursday to Cambridge, but as I find that if I'm doing too much, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to let it be, you know, so that the youth stewards can have a chance to come in to work on this project. And I think if you all work on it, it'll be exciting, because then you all will see each other in Cambridge, you know, and you will be able to design your curriculum as well. Okay, so again, yeah, they're learning how to do the Zoom. Isaac, I see you. Hello. Yeah, we're so excited. Just a second. Yeah. The Kenyan team, the African team, can you help mute everybody first for now? Okay. Okay, it's 2:40. I'm going to speed it up a little bit more. Okay. So mobility is where we envisage, right? 100 youth stewards traveling to Cambridge, okay, in 2023. Let's hope the world is vaccinated and in an endemic situation by then. But even then, COVID will still be relevant. Okay, I will send you an article regarding what is I feel is a good perspective on Delta variant. Okay, so you have to think through all this: COVID safety, the personal safety, first aid, and everybody has to bring this on themselves, right? On their own body, right? Either through a luggage, through whatever. So this is global mobility travel, okay? To a country that has a different culture, okay? And good thing is it's English based, so all of you can read that, okay? And then we have maps, but telecommunications become very important. Personal belongings, reading maps, you know, passports and visas, travel, so all these things. And I believe the youth of today is very, very equipped with this. So I think you're much able to do this. But if you can then put it all into a system design, then it becomes fail-proof. Okay, you look after your other journey mates. Okay, when you're able to put it into a very structured way. And don't forget, this is a fully inclusive youth stewardship program. So there will be others who may not be able to see, may not be able to hear, may not be able to read. Okay, may need walking support. So as youth stewards, then you have to think through all this. Okay, and then how can you design it such that they get there and back safely? Okay. So I think this is very light. I just put $100 for 100 people, which means it's $1 per person. Then you get $150 per person. This budget is not real. But I just put it down because it was very late the last 2 days and I was getting very sleepy. Okay, so so what we do in budgeting exercises is we just put down a number first. Then after that, we talk to everybody. Then after that, we will be fine. Okay, so I was a CFO for certain organizations, or at least on a consulting capacity, and there are some organizations we go up to 10 cuts. So you have to have a lot of tenacity regarding budget facilitation, because everybody also fights. Okay, and there's always a limited amount. So number 3, C, So I'm setting up the structure already. So you can see one-off, you can see recurring, and then it's good to put up all the different needs so then you don't miss anything. But if you miss something, it's also okay. Okay. So there's always a buffer in the budget, but it helps you think through. Okay. So while I'm talking, some of you already will be saying, oh, Peng An, nope, that is too light. Okay, we need more. Okay, now I want you all to start taking notes and putting all the things down. Then I'm going to open up for all the comments later. Okay, accommodation. I think we will need to stay somewhere. So we've picked a Fitzwilliam College, and I'm supposed to be working with the events office. So I want for another 5 Thursdays to Cambridge for the youth to be more involved, and so that we can start having the Zoom meeting with the events office and finding out exactly how much it is. Okay. Now look at this. I just put a math here. $100 for 7 days for 4 weeks for 100 people. Okay. We may be on, we may be off, we don't know. And that's going to be in pounds. This is in Singapore dollars. Okay. So just that math alone, 100 times 7 times 4 is $280,000. Okay. Meals is the same. I would say I give $100 or so times 7 times 4 times. Then they say, oh, we don't need that much. Okay. We don't, but things are expensive. Oh, hang on. Maybe I didn't put 100. I think I have a math error here. I'm not going to change anything today already, okay, because I have to submit this by today. So I put in some money for laundry. If you're there for 4 weeks, you'll need money for laundry. And then some money for data plan. And then you have to book other event space to run the summer school. And then I think we should have an app as well before we get there that already has encoded all the work that we need to coordinate. Okay, impossible to coordinate in that 4 days. Okay, so that's why it's a 1 year preparation. Think of running a school, but running it in a foreign country and coordinating everybody from every continent in the world, and it's full inclusive. So Vashima always is smiling away because she and I love big projects. Her projects are even bigger than mine. I'm more conservative. Okay, but this is our big, hairy, audacious goal. It's called a bug. Okay, in the business world, Jim Collins, he calls it a bug. Okay, when people say yes, we need a bug, it's like I always think of this fruit called rambutan. I don't know whether you know. No, but it's hairy. It's I call it a bug. It's a big, hairy, audacious goal. Okay. This is a very, very challenging project, guys. This is not a holiday camp project, okay? Not anyone travel within any. This is a very, very complex project, but that is good, okay? And you get 2 times to try it. So there are failures, okay? The failure in this project is the safety of the individuals involved. So we do not fail regarding the safety and well-being of the individuals, okay? We protect our bodies, we protect our hearts, all right? And we protect our minds, certainly. So these are the kind of base rules. Okay. So when we do something, we set out to succeed. I didn't tell you all that earlier, but that's our secret of success. Well, you may fail in the steps running to it. Make sure the failure is recoverable. Okay. So there is a threshold to failure. And if it really falls apart, you have to pick yourself up to rebound and continue until you succeed. Okay, so this is the mindset. So how you develop this mindset, we discovered and called it personal atelier. Okay, so Vashima and I discovered each other in 2008. You know, now I don't know how many years already that we've known each other. But before that, she's journeyed elsewhere. I've journeyed elsewhere. We love this. Okay, so it's all about self-discovery. Self-discovery has a solitude time to it. If you're unable to bear solitude, you have to practice. Okay, so sorry, COVID taught us all how to bear solitude. So that's a good gift. So, but here we were talking about your studio, your own studio. So Vashima has painted everything around now. So thinking about thinking, I think it's a multimedia world in every way. But you definitely have to pick up the calculator. That's funny. You can pick a tissue paper and turn it into a communication device, you know. So it's a telecommunications. You can't run away. Whatever it is, each of you have to tell us, let us know, or let each other know what is the telecommunication situation regarding the digital. If you can't fix that, you can't be connected in the world. You got to get serious about fixing it. Fix it until you can call each other on WhatsApp, on whatever, seamlessly, as if you're just next to each other. That's the base requirement for GLOCAL participation, not engagement. Participate, you know, and shape it and drive it. Okay, so that's, I put some money in here. Again, you see, divide by 100. 100 is 2 zeros, right? That's 190. Oh, is it 19? Okay, $19, not so bad. No, I can't think anymore. Okay, $19. So computer, also I put in a bit of budget here. Clearly it's not enough, right? Unless you use some Google computer, or some people sponsor us, okay? So this is the amount that I put in for the Templeton grant, okay? So it goes down like this, all the way here. We get a budget of 6,600. That's already 200,000, 198,000. This small grant that we are proposing in is a small grant. So they only give us 200,000. This budget that we propose is 1 million, which means we have to raise 802,000 ourselves. Okay. So, then you see, you have to have 50,000 here for governance, materials, travel is about 300,000, accommodation about 412,000, and then the apps that we want to design is 40,000. You know, monthly recurring is like this. So this is the summary. So then the request amount is 198,000. I would consider ourselves, our time is secured funding. So it's 40,000, and then additional funding, we would have to go and find. Okay, so either we, okay, I'm jumping. Okay, so personal atelier time is very important for this project, and it's something new that many vocational training. Hello, Linetti, I'm sorry, I just kind of mute you for a while. Then this is a significant contribution of the summer school, I find. So when grant bodies want to grant something to you, then they're saying, what is the new thing that you're bringing to this scene that we've not seen before? They say education is missing personal development, for example. Okay, time for this, unstructured time for this. Okay, you know, so we will have to have this ability to be able to do our pedagogical documentation, the discipline to do that, the gallery for that, the dialogues, the social media sharing. And this is really where you all need to access Vashima. She is the one who taught this to me. She is the guru here. Okay. And really how in building yourself and other, that you build this communal pattern language. Okay. Read Christopher Alexander if you have time, and understand this piece very well. This is the architecture. Okay, it's Janelle here. So this is the architecture. The architects talk about this. Christopher Alexander is an architect, right? He didn't talk about structures of building and spaces. Of course he did, but he talked about communal pattern language. Okay, so if you can build something, and you can only know this if you have taken the time to build a language for yourself. So Ben, I think you have a gift and strength in here about languages. And the book that I had read, that Ben had written, the poems, when he came back from Tokyo, was very, very amazing, because it was capturing life in language. Okay, a place that he as a tourist, you know. So poetry can even come in. Poetry must come in, actually. Okay, but then I'm prescribing here. That's my own discovery. My own discovery, I beg your pardon, is that for me, it cannot be prescriptive. Poetry comes in here. Okay, the arts and the humanities come in here. As much as the science and the architecture and the engineering. So it's very exciting. And you have to start playing with this. You have to start building your own studio. Okay, your own personal atelier. It's fun. It's fun. And then you can see if you can add it together. So again, whoever is very interested in this area, just put out your hand, let us know, right? Then you have this about site-specific integrative learning, right? So then you go to a place for 4 weeks, okay, with 100 packs in a city, right? In a education town, which has, I don't know, 800 years of tradition. I'm not sure how many years, but that's why Cambridge was picked. Ajin, is this answering your question? Yeah, because it's living.
Yeah.
It's historical and yet it's living. So you want to pick a space where you're going like, whoa, how did they do this? How did they do this? There needs to be an inquiry. What made Cambridge Cambridge? Why can't I turn another city? Why can't I turn Nairobi into a city, a learning city like Cambridge, right? Or KL, or maybe smaller, Ipoh, or Singapore, or maybe Toa Payoh in Singapore, for example. So these are the inquiries of a lot of people. What is a learning city? Because the city of the future is about innovation. Okay, so now the youth stewards, you get 4 weeks to play with this, to discover this. Are you excited? I don't know about you. I'm very excited. I just want to jump back there. Justin, you want to bring your guitar there and explore all the things that you said. That's what I really want to do. Can I do it there? Is that Janelle? Janelle, are you in? Yeah, the architect. What is placemaking? Honkai isn't in here yet. Okay. And Zali, right? Zali, you say, I have not heard you talk one moment about the biodiversity yet. Okay. So how do we integrate? You know why, Zali? Because we have left it out. People in our generation have left it out. When we were in school, nobody talked about biodiversity. Zero. There was not even one module, okay, about the environment. So we got to bring that in right on the fore, okay? Maybe even start with that, okay? Like maybe even approach this whole learning by saying, let's go track the daffodils along River Camp, for example, track the butterflies, do different, very, very different inquiry, okay? I feel like I want to go there and play with you all now already. I don't know how you all feel. I think maybe that's why I can stay up to 12:30 last night trying to pull this thing together, okay? So different learning spaces, different age groups. So One Love is about birth to lifelong and intergenerational, and Andromeda, your views about what beauty is, make that all these the forefront of your design, of your curation, right? Now, our youth stewards from Kenya, I don't know y'all so well yet, but Sulaiman, you can see now, right, why it is important, right, that we communicate, that we share, so that we can know each other's hearts. And then once you know what's your passion, what's your driver in your life, then we can create those opportunities, okay, for each other, okay, and encourage each other as well, okay. So that's why it has to have a provocation, an inquiry. Something has to trigger you from outside your comfort zone, okay. And then you have to bond as well, and you have to share, and you have to reflect, and you have to put a problem set out there, okay, so that you solve the problem. You learn to make choices together. So we are a school of life. So this is not learning anymore. So it's like, there are real problems that we don't need to create problem sets. Solve the real problems. Okay, identify the real problems that we can solve, and then we solve it, you know. And then at the same time, we work with our whole body, right? And integrate with the space. So we are a socio-ecological. So we social ecological, we need to integrate with the so everybody, Zweli is in New Zealand. For the cohort 1 whom you've not met, last week we had some introductions of Zweli. Put up your hand.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's a go-to guy for anything relating to biodiversity, okay, and bees, okay, and ecology. So Zweli, I hope I'm not profiling you, because I am already, I apologize. So but
That's fine.
that's fine. Yeah, he's the go-to guy. So if more of you want to learn about the environment, I really welcome more and more of that. So, but having said that, every single aspect of is required for sustainable society, a sustainable world, you know, and humanity. So everyone is, all of your gifts are very, very important. Okay, they're critical actually. So I put $700 a month for this, for you to figure out how to Zoom and figure out and map Cambridge and map your inquiry, etc. Okay, so this is where I'm stuck. Okay, Popples is the last session, the last section. I think this is where we track to make sure that this summer school project is integrating. So I don't know whether you all like this name, or maybe we have too many names already. Okay, I put there summer school fellows. Forget it, doesn't matter. But it's the organizing committee, okay, as a group. Then you need to integrate with the stewards, the interns, the apprentices, because they are the practitioners out there regarding the economics of universal well-being. Okay, when you need to integrate means you need to poll them, you need to engage them, you go to find whatever lessons that they are experiencing. Full inclusion, the Happy Heart School has we don't like to use the word special needs, but that's the fastest way to communicate it. People who come very different and need developmental intervention. So we work with the families and the parents, and many of the children in this group can't fit into their mainstream school, so they are out of school and they feel very isolated, or they desire to be in a full inclusion school. So when I was sounding out with some parents regarding this summer school, they want to come. The parents want to bring their kids, they want to come. That is their longing. So a lot of the work that we do is we follow people's longing, you know, because that is the need that is unaddressed, underserved. So I find here is our BB Lighthouse has come about because the BB Lighthouse keepers, Tasha and Ellen, you wave your hands. Yeah, want to do this work. Okay, together with Hong Kong is not here. So we can include that. We must include that. And then economic empowerment, because if we have a lot of ideas, knowledge, then we must engage the marketplace. The marketplace now is engageable because of e-commerce. Okay, so we set up these cottage studios as well. And this is us, local engagement. Okay, BB Youth Stewardship Program, BB Lighthouse Keepers. The Lighthouse Keepers want to host ambassador group now. Okay, the students that are in the school, the adolescents. Okay, so Justin, you're smiling. Are you getting very excited about this? Yeah, so you get a lot of people to play with. You're not lonely anymore, you know. Neither are you isolated. Okay, well, Felix, are you excited about this? Huh? Yeah, Nika, this is still under budget. Okay, so you see, as a budget person, essentially you must be able to see the structure, the operational structure of the whole endeavor, you know. So this is very exciting. Okay, Amir Arif. Let everybody hear your voice. Yeah. So here, I am stuck here because I don't know how can we be different from everybody else. Okay. The travel, the accommodation is good organizational travel skills. Okay. Travel industries, a travel agent can do this. Okay. The personal atelier is a pedagogical thing. Not everybody can do, only we can do. Okay. So we like this. Designing these spaces, if we make it full inclusion, birth to lifelong, intergenerational, we are convincing. Okay. Nobody else, very few people can pull this off. Okay, if we commit ourselves to it and really do this. Now, why I say this, I'm confident because in 8 months, think about it, 8 months before I didn't know any of you. In December, Vashima, myself, Bernie, and Sai said we're going to do this, right? And in 8 months, we are here. So I'm confident. Okay, in 2023, we will have a party in Cambridge and that they will really, really understand what we're doing and they will take note and we will be contributing to the Cambridge society community there and also the education institutions there. Okay, so I'm excited about that. I don't know what this is. Vashima, you're going to help me with this. So then I cannot bridge between being the travel agent, being a very good UNDP, United Nations Sengi, I mean, here, all good governance, you know. And that one also, we are stellar on this one. That one, I give myself 5 gold stars. Okay. You see, you can come to a stage in life where you can give yourself 5 gold stars, you know, and you just say it, right? It's okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're very strong here. I think you guys are very strong, going to be very strong here. Because you're very, very independent guys, okay? And you've come through very, very, no, I think you guys are very strong here, okay? You know how to move around, you know how to take care of yourselves, you know, the fact that you turn up for all these meetings, right? Despite all the challenges, I think this one you'll shine here, okay? You are self-driven guys, so you shine here as well.
Also, Peck,
yeah,
I
what is this?
that...
Can I just delete this or do I keep this? I don't know why I have a niggling discomfort about this. So what Vashima said to me last night at 12 midnight is, we changed this a few times, you know. We had this as skills, then we had this as, now we are, and then she had said that we would need to, whatever theory we have to practice it, you know. SCIF is in global relations, right? And private-public participation, right? Engagement and stuff like that. So what I had tiered here is, okay, you hold on to your play and carrying imagination. Okay, keep that open. Then you have your home, you have your friendship, you have your community, you have your nature, you have your educational institutions, you have professional bodies, social services, global companies, government agencies. Essentially, these are like the different layers that we have for engaging with society. I'm not very sure. So then I have kind of tiered the school of life participation, you know. Then of course, then I talk to educators and then they say, oh, you got to have skills development, home skills. So, okay, I'm stuck here. Anybody who feels something can jump in here because it's already 3:10 and I've rambled on for 1 hour. So I didn't ramble, but I've taken 1 hour briefing. Okay. So just to recap, then I'm going to open it for an hour and I'm going to show you the grant paper itself. No, we cannot take that long because you all don't know each other yet. Okay. So hang on. So this is one. Okay. 1 million. Do you feel this is enough? I feel for this grant, even if we don't do 100 people, because we haven't hit 100 people yet, we can submit with this number first for this amount, 6,000.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Because I don't have time to rework this already, Vashi.
No. I think if the budget, we have this budget, we can still be creative and overcome, because this is a big enabler. So we have to work and learn within the budget, because if we have an unlimited budget, we don't learn anything much.
Yeah.
So let's have a very comfortable, and within which we can still be creative in managing ourselves.
Yeah, because I think if we put ourselves to manage too much money too soon, it's not good as well.
No, I always have this, that you're more creative in lesser budget.
Yeah, and I find 6,600 is per monthly. It's a nice number to be able to be accountable for. So there's one part where you have to be transparent, which is what we're doing, and we're recording this session and all numbers there. Right?
Yes.
And then there is part where it has to be a number that we can be accountable for. So what do you spend $1 million on, right? It has to contribute back to the infrastructure of stewardship, of learning, of skills development, of well-being of nations. It
I
has
also
to be convincing.
Yes, Beck, I also feel that for the youth to have the mindset that this is not going to be just any trip to a learning city like Cambridge. They will have to look at it whether they are ready to take on the role of a catalyst in their own community when they come back. So this opportunity is coming with a very large vision of them as being the changers, the game changers in their community at that young age. So this should enable that dream. And if they don't see themselves doing that, and if it's still a very personal goal of I will have fun and I'll come back, while we will have fun and come back, they will have to transform themselves as the catalyst of change in their own and impact many other youths and intergenerational situations. So this comes in with that larger vision also, while they discover themselves, because I feel that the more we discover ourselves, the more we want to give back. The more I come to know myself and my own capacity, my own abilities, my own goals, my own vision, you can't hold these things to yourself. You'll want to impact change. You will want to impact and share those abilities for others, like the way you and I are doing it now. Because it's not about me at that level. It's about we. So that transition will be enabled with experiences like Cambridge, where me will become we.
Yeah. So from here, this is self.
Yeah.
This is space, right? It's changing a space to place, right? So places of possibilities, right? And we are the people of places of possibilities. So popple means people of places of possibilities. So when you take a space and then you become from me to we, you turn it into a place of belonging, a place that of possibilities that you have turned it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then this part here, maybe we keep it for now, huh? We keep it for now because this is the engagement, the catalyst. So at this stage now already, you have to start thinking, right? If I do this, if I take this trip, right?
Yeah.
What actually am I doing? Representing? Why am I doing? Yeah.
And this can only come from within. It can't be a mission that's given to you. It has to be a calling from within.
So we can't define it for you.
We can't define it for anyone that this is what you need to be if you want to take the journey.
Yeah. So then maybe this is a guideline for figuring where your investigation is. Where is what's unsettled inside you? What is the work you want to do? You know, I mean, sometimes we coldly call it data gathering and all that, but it's actually observation. Maybe Vashima has a better term for it, but essentially it's the context of your purpose, right? The meaning. Yeah.
Yes. So we have to discover that, and in the next 8 months, we will continue to discover, because also knowing what is not is also learning, isn't it? So we can be evolving, we can be changing, we can be improving, we can be discovering, we can be all of that, because that itself is the gifts of the journey.
Okay. So you see how Vashima and I work? So she will, I'm like, unsure, many days, you know, then she'll be listening to me. And then now that she said it, somehow I'm sure. So now I'm going to bring us to not the PDF. I'm going to bring you to the online. Is it on? Yeah, it's called the online funding inquiry. Okay. Wait. So very excited.
So this excitement, if our other youths also feel, then this is one indication that it must be touching our core, because you can't be excited unless it touches your core. So keep an eye on that. Keep your body and keep your mind aware that, is it boring for you? Is it sounds like, oh, this is never going to happen? Or is this just big talks? Or is it just big dreams? But is it genuinely getting you excited to aspire, to look forward to? Are you looking for the next Thursday or the next 5 Thursdays? Is it giving you that sensation? So be aware of that, because that means it's touching a core, and this journey will make a difference to you. But if it is something which you feel, oh, already bored, let me mute, let me cut the video and go for a walk and come back and I will not miss anything, then be aware of that, because at some point we will have to be very authentic about it. Okay, back to you.
Yeah. So, where am I? Okay, are you seeing the Templeton portal?
Yep.
Yeah. So One Love has an account with Templeton Foundation. Okay. So, Ejin, we didn't get this far the last time.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. Huh? We were just studying
like
the
huge step.
Yeah. So now, we were trying to pitch for their character to community, and then the deadline came, and I couldn't submit it. I told everybody because I didn't feel that we qualified for the impact of 1,000 people, and it's not we cannot fulfill, you know, and we cannot inflate it. Okay, we are currently maybe about 100, you know. So then I said, let's hold that off, and then there is a small grant, so we decided to go for that. So this is this one you can see they've already given us a number, so we submitted this. So the status here is under review. Okay, so you see this here, due date here. This is what all you go through in your schoolwork. So then I submitted this. So it's called Bilberries Blue Summer School, and the subtext is happenstance, right? So it's a small grant, less than 234. So I'm just hitting either around 200,000. Okay. Then they have cycle and area. Okay, so now this is the other piece that they have here that you have to figure out, right? Ben went and read everything. Ben, where are you?
Here.
Okay, Ben went and read everything. Okay, because I SOS Ben one night. Yes, and it was at night. I'm like, I can't get through this on my own, so I SOS Ben. Okay, because I know all the other youth stewards were doing an exam, and then Ben had just had a window. Okay, it was his supposed to rest for 3 days before the next onslaught of homework, and he did this for me. So for us actually. So Ben, thank you. So I sent him like the words of stuff, and he had to very delicately tell me to reframe it, and we managed to get through it. Okay, and then he read through. So Ben, for this one, I'm going to pick individual freedom and free markets. The other one for BB Lighthouse, we pick character virtue development. What do you think, Ben?
I think that fits. That fits definitely.
Huh? You think if it's because it talks about political economy, etc., right? And
yeah, the thing is, these are very broad. There's not specific categories. I also, when I read through it, so it's broadly it kind of fits.
The other one would be intellectual humility, but I think it's not that. You know, this one's about no. What do you think they mean by intellectual humility?
I think it just means the readiness to reevaluate, scientific method, that kind of thing.
Oh, more science. So I think this is science and the big question. So these are all very research based, right? Like, yeah. So I think we stay away from this. So I think it's here. So we are about virtue development, but I cannot submit 2 grants for the same category, I feel. So, but I think there is a big thing about the personal atelier being your freedom, yourself, others, and the free markets as well, because somehow or other we will have to do it through either earning this money or engaging sponsorships, right? So and entrepreneurism. Yeah, so I picked this. Okay, so last night, okay, Ben, you say okay, yeah? Okay?
Yep.
Ben, okay?
Yep.
Vashima, okay? Andromeda, okay? Edgin, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Nika? Tasha?
Yeah, it's fine.
Ellen?
Sorry, I don't know what's happening for my videos. Yeah.
Okay, Ellen, okay. Yep. So these are people involved in did I miss anybody out who was helping with this proposal? So if I did, I apologize. But so we like to do things unanimous, okay, for critical decisions. Okay, even if there's one voice of dissent, we have to stop and listen to that voice of dissent, okay? Or caution. Okay, so Bilberries Blue Summer School happenstance. So they want a project title. Oh, you know why this thing is very difficult? Because I like to talk and write so much. But there's a character limit. It's not word limit, it's character limit. So Ben was the one who came in and like, okay. Then my daughter couldn't take it anymore. So she also did the executive summary for me. She said I run on sentences. This one has terrible run-on sentences. Later you can see I can share this, but you cannot forward this on to anybody because my phone number is there. But you already know my phone number, but you don't forward outside of the group, okay? So it's really about how do we learn in service for fully inclusive humanity, okay? So that's how we've arrived for Bilberries. Wow, you see, I'm still catching typo. Not bad. I cannot read this thing anymore, you know how you do something and you become very, very, very jelak. Okay, jelak means you're like, you cannot read. Okay, this is, so they ask this kind of questions, okay, what specific questions? So this time I have had the pleasure to do it because we ran out of time, right? The next time you all will have to do something and feel this, okay? Then they have a project description and it says, see attached document. I've attached it here. Okay. So that's 4,000 words. I've like memorized every single category, okay, and the word limit. I've done this don't know how many times. Okay, so I am now an expert. If somebody wants to hire me to do a John Templeton Foundation grant application, right, I can charge money for this already. So this is the best thing about empowerment, right? You do it so well until you can charge money for it. Or get a cut or commission. So anyway, jokes aside, the statement of significance is what is knowledge and what is the purpose of knowledge and how does the market economy sustainably generate and share knowledge for the protection, provision, and participation of the well-being of nations. Vashima, I think I've written a statement for every nation. Vashima, what do you think of this statement?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Huh?
Brilliant.
We're integrating, it's end to end, okay? We are not even satisfied with one little bit being missed, okay? It's end to end, full inclusion,
that was a master stroke. Brilliant. Because that's exactly what we set out to do.
Yeah.
There's so much authenticity in what you have written.
Thank you. I think it was kind of like ran out of time and I just dumped my brain down on this, on my heart.
No. This doesn't come with that. It doesn't come from fatigue. It comes from brilliant thinking and connecting dots.
Well, I think it's everybody really sharing their hearts. I think these 8 months have been so significant. I think if we had not done this youth stewardship program, and if all of you haven't put in your hours and your time, despite your exams and all that, it was not easy, I know this is still not easy for you because you're juggling all your commitments. But I think we got here, okay? And there's so much more to come. So knowledge development and sharing to build an ESG economy. So our economy is environmental social governance. So it's not just about the free market in that sense of the word, but we're using the free market to drive goodness, okay? For SDG 2030. So then we state, these are our inquiries and practice, okay? Purpose, full inclusive humanity, together with our communities of character. Oh, do you all remember that the 5 Thursdays to Cambridge built this tree? And then you drew the tree. We have to flesh it out, okay? So another 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, we will build that tree after the cohort number 2 has settled down a little bit and figuring what is going on, okay? They just got launched right into it. The 2 people who are missing from this meeting is our 2 friends in Hong Kong. Their Form 5 exam took over their lives. So, but this is being recorded. We hope John and Kapo, can watch this later on and feel where their contribution have gone. And I think Sharon and Navita are not here today. But we built this because we look at the John Templeton Foundation Grant and integrated the 2 sides of Bilberries, Blue and One Love. It was a very significant integration, okay? And then there is this piece of work, it's this artist, Paul Clay, suddenly appeared one night. I just couldn't sleep, and then I picked up his a book about, it's called Ad Parnasum, okay? So it clicked for me that we needed an architecture for our pedagogy of possibilities, because Vashima and I had written, or Vashima had written this paper last year and we published it regarding the right of rights, and there were a few, and one of it was the architecture of possibilities. So Vashima, we need to re-dig up that piece of work and put it into this work, this summer school. So that's why we came up with the POPLs, people or places of possibility. And she keeps saying it's the school of life already. There's no...
And see, this is what the brilliance is, that you can connect all the work so that it becomes very relatable as to how thinking around everything, then suddenly you see it coming together. So that is the architectural kind of, exercise that we have been involved in. So when you have a narrow agenda, you're only thinking about this, sometimes you kind of walk through your brain space and then finally it all connects. So that is deep thinking that we are not shunning away from. Like for youth that have joined today, you might wonder what is happening all around. We can't figure out because you've been just kind of jumping into this ocean of ideas and possibilities. But this is one of the architectural requirements to be able to jump in, hold it, hold your confusion, hold the chaos, and then you will navigate with the dots connecting. I don't know how best to put it, but we will come up with our own theory, because this is exactly what I feel the youths are going through. The ones from Kenya also. We don't know what you guys are talking about. We are not plugged in. What was the brief? What are we supposed to do? What are we, what is expected of me? So there are lots and lots of questions in everyone's mind who has just jumped in. My request would be to just hold that confusion, hold that chaos, because sometimes these ideas are not, because you're playing with possibilities. There are no rules except the ones that we will create ourselves collectively. So when you play a game with no rules, of course there is going to be chaos. But you can't have rules before you discover what is it that makes sense to have that structure. So the structure will be there because some of us prefer working within a structure. Some of us like to play without many rules. So a new game will be coming up in the way we are working with you. So holding the confusion, not doubting yourself, mulling over bits and pieces that you have picked up while we are all engaged in this play of possibilities, you will start seeing, oh, this is where I can make sense. Because after all this learning has to happen within you. So no one can learn for you. So all the dots that we have to connect will happen as you hold the confusion. So don't worry too much. Don't stress out too much, because stress and worry and doubts, they are inhibitors for playing with possibilities. Do I make sense? So ask yourself, was I doubting myself? Was I getting bored? Was I not able to figure out what Pengyan and Vashima are talking about? What is expected of me? So those are little doubts. So when you have those doubts, just tell yourself, relax. It's okay. We will figure it out. The clarity will come. It doesn't have to come today. It'll come because we are on an ongoing journey. So just hold yourself.
So, yeah. So because it's the interesting thing, our BB Lighthouse, it's about BB Lighthouse, semicolon, keep open. Then our Bilberries Blue Summer School is about semicolon, happenstance. These are the two things that a lot of people find it difficult to deal with. Uncertainty, you know, then they call it VUCA. You know, I much prefer Janelle's VUCA than the VUCA that they go blah, 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 in all these, you know, frightening people. Life is an unknown, you know, in a lot of ways, although we can structure it. So it's, Bilberries Blue is exactly it. It's about keep open and loving the serendipity, right, of chance, you know, happenstance, and celebrating it. And so you remember Vashima running up to the roof during like a typhoon or cyclone, I can't remember which, right? And then she came back and her hair was all wet. So I don't think we can aspire to that level. We don't need to. I don't think I can. But it's a bit like that, you know, in your life. I think this is what this summer school and this whole culture of Bilberries Blue is, you know, that we can embrace, right? And then and celebrate every aspect of life, however it is, and still remain very positive and transforming it. Okay, so the participation in life is the opportunity. Okay, and so we have a very rapidly changing world, and it's great because when it's rapidly changing, there's a lot of opportunities that other people miss, and a lot of things to fix, right, that other people miss. So we just jump in and fix it. So we are the happy bunnies and fixing. That's me. Okay, that's my happy center. You can't do it, I can do it. Okay. Or I cannot do it. I find people to do it. Okay, but it has to be done because it kind of sucks if it's not done. That's me. Okay, so that's my joy. Kind of funny. So what we call barefoot knowledge and what we call the rigor of academia. So some of these things people were talking to me, and when they came to the BB Studio, Open Studios, they were deep reflecting with us, with Ellen and Tasha. And these were the things. So when they say it back to us, it means these are the things we value. These are the things that other people have missed out, but you have it, you kept it, we've kept it. So they were validating us and evaluating us, valuing us. Of the deep core that we're doing. So when you, this is the process that we hope that once we can ground us in this process, right, we become undefeated. Okay, this was one word that somebody had really shared this with me, and not in the winning losing way, but in the where your human spirit and yourself, you
undefeatable
can,
spirit.
Yeah.
So our approach to life is not of a loser. We might have setbacks, and that spirit is evoked. Yeah, that spirit within is the flame that we all have it.
Yeah. So Vashima, you said, I written down two things, right? The first, you said relatable role models, a living inspiration, and now this one, undefeatable spirit. Huh?
Yes, and only a leader who can impact and transform, who's worked upon oneself, can have that flame. You can light somebody else's torch. Because if your own torch is not lit, how can you light? So even like a matchstick, you can only light a candle if the matchstick there is a burning desire there.
So you have to be a light inside.
Yeah.
That's why it's BB Lighthouse.
Yes. So your own light has to be
ignited.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the journey all about. Because once your spirit of undefeatable spirit is evoked, you're already a master student in life of school.
So you are already a school of life on your own, onto your own, actually, right? Once you are able to, this is the secret ingredient, right? Almost, it's like regardless of the circumstance around you, right? And then how do you then share this, right? So one way we've scaffolded this learning is a community of character. So this architecture of pedagogy of possibilities is a community. So we have the shared values. So and this we got it from the John Templeton Foundation. They really committed to this work. I really like this foundation because of the depth that they've gone to build this work. And we learned it so fast from them by just reading from their website, that because the work is crisp, So other people can learn very fast when your work is very crisp, okay? So if you're very crisp and very clear, you see, just from a website, we talked to nobody in JTF, but then we were able to take it and then integrate it into our own model, right? And they basically have curriculum, communal practice, and opportunities. This word opportunities came from Ellen. Ellen, you keep saying opportunities and respect, okay? And we have to practice it, okay? in a communal setting. This is what Vashima keeps saying to me. You know, in the early years, I was really not able to get that through. You know, I was just really on curriculum. I like curriculum. Ding, 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 very easy. They grade you, you know. But even this one, I think there is a much broader meaning of curriculum here. So, and what we've done, if we turn this and turn it into school of life. So can you all see what we've done with the idea of curriculum? We've expanded it to life. Okay. So, and then there is a purpose. Okay. And we're defining it here: peace, harmony, and prosperity. Vashima, I added prosperity recently.
Yes.
Yeah, because
yes.
I realized, oh my, all this work will not be able to go anywhere if we don't address this money, right? And grants.
Yes.
And the economy.
Absolutely.
The economic mechanism. Okay. And
yes.
even if I have inner peace, I don't have harmony, you know, and it really did not work out well for me. So during one of our sessions on recreation, or I think Bernie and Vashima was suggesting this word to me. I re-looked at a video. It was quite funny because they know me quite well. See, that's why you need to have friends. And you need to have working peers who know you so well, who love you so well, that when you can't see your own growth area or blind spot, they are lovingly nudging you with the nugget. And then because you trust them and you trust that they are caring for you, then you receive it. Okay, and then you put it into your recreation. Okay, so my recreation was really this. I did not have it. And that's why I sought out Paul Klee. So this was the process, okay, you know, and now we're talking about world peace and all that, right? So harmony, you gotta find a way to express harmony, to cognize harmony, you know, actually. So I found it in Ad Harnessum, a painting. It was very funny. And that book. Whether or not Paul Klee said all those things, Andrew Kagan wrote the book and he wrote it brilliantly, and it brought me home. Okay. So when you do your personal atelier time, you got to do it that deeply, okay, to be able to keep your secret ingredient inside you, you know, like you're a light. Yeah. And nobody knows why. I'm like, why is she on, you know? Because I have Ad Harnessum. So you got to have your own thing, right? And you have to have the coherence. If you don't have the coherence inside, you're just copy and pasting only, you know. You're just following somebody's template. So you got to work yourself until it's your own fullness, right? Wholeness. Then you can click it. Okay. So this is again goals, safe mobility, the communal pattern language. So I put it all down. So the inquiry that we're putting for Cambridge and for JTF, right, is we are in search of a graduate Ad Harnessum of a school of life for a fully inclusive humanity. This is the inquiry, okay? You don't have to explain your inquiry to everybody, you know. One of the education methods that Cambridge Education uses is very good. They give you a little riddle and then a reading list, and then you go solve it yourself. Okay, so this is what we're doing as well. What is the graduate Ad Harnessum of a school of life for a fully inclusive humanity? You just whack it out there, and then everybody's like, what is that? And then that is the pedagogical provocation. Okay, so it's fun. Okay, so it has to be a little bit of an unconference, because if you go there and the format is exactly the same as every other conference, we might as well, and it's so much easier to just join other people's conference. Okay, so if we are to do our own conference, it has to be an unconference. Okay, and then bring in all the good stuff. So the outcomes, look at that. They are asking, after we do this, what is the 5 years okay, impact of this. So if I give you $200,000, okay, if you tell me what you're going to achieve, and you tell me what that you have achieved, what is the 5-year impact of that? So we have to think of through that. So we are at Local Stewardship and Resilience, which we are all turning up to act upon this right now, right? So if you can all go to Cambridge and all of you are hosting this event by 2024, to me, we are on the way to no one left behind already. Because we were a group of strangers who became friends, who organized this together, and wow, oh my goodness, you know, and have a system at the end by 2024, right? We're taking on the second decade of 2030 already, okay? Because we will know how to spark the catalyst already, or rather you guys will know how to do it, okay? So it's going to be very fun. So that's why this excites me. And what it is we're providing opportunities, empowerment through enablement of global youth stewards, okay? So when they participate, when you participate in the co-creation, okay, co-hosting and co-accountability, okay, of organizing the summer schools. Oh, schools, yeah, because there are two, from ideation to fruition, okay. There will be role modeling, transmission, mentoring of sustainable entrepreneurialism knowledge, experience, skills, okay, by us, you know, but don't follow us, you go find your own, okay. But you will get to a place where you have a standalone ability. You have to conceptualize, organize, okay, and diverse local schools. So after you do this, you will be able to do it in any setting, any learning, any small, whatever size of what an everyday researcher is. Okay, you will understand this word, you internalize it, you will practice this in the way Vashima conceptualizes it, not in the way that I've written it here. Okay, lifelong friendship is, I find, one of the most important thing that we hope this youth stewardship program would be, because Bilberries Blue is about lifelong friendship. If you find, you know, that's the ease that we have with each other, is because we're friends, we care for each other, okay? And we were all strangers before, okay? So, and we hope that after you journey with this summer school and this stewardship program, you have each other for life and across all the continents in the world, okay? And you know how to create this kind of friendship, the real friendship, you know? So we find that that's the golden base of things, that is a, what they call outcome, okay? And then an authentic knowledge base, because you will carry your voice, your formulation, your intelligence, you know, and a lot of voices that have not been heard. The way that it's formulated is not seen before. So uniqueness, belonging, and celebration. A lot of people have uniqueness and belonging too, but they forget about celebration. For us, we celebrate every day. I celebrate every moment, celebrate everybody. So this is really the joy that is the secret as well, the secret of secrets, you know. So then with this, you don't have to, you're ready for life. You are life, right? You're ready for life, and ready in society, you know. So then you can start doing your own intergenerational work by 2030, okay? So this is what Vashima is saying, you know, with this program, that you can become the catalyst, that you're empowered, and you practice it within this scaffold right now, okay? So they ask, why do you think you'll be successful? Then we say, we have done all these programs before. The fact that we could actually dare to kickstart this youth stewardship program or this summer school is because we've done so many rounds of all kinds of camps, all kinds of work, all kinds of economics work, and all that. So you can see that every single thing you do really stacks up, okay? And so it's not a CV. when somebody asks you, what's your capacity for success? It's not your grades, not your CV. It is too, because through that you have worked very hard, you have done, but it is how you have taken the knowledge and applied it and applied it and applied it, or taken that heart and search and search and search to care, right? To solve the problem of society. So if Bernie is here, she will say this is the service piece of Bilberries Blue. Okay, so that's why I call it a family of hearts. At the end of the day, when all the community leaders and business leaders came to Bilberries Blue Open Studios, it was very funny. I'm like, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this? And I'm like, no, they say it's a home with an invisible system. So Bilberries Blue is actually family. And one of the other interns who I didn't have a chance to work with him, and then he's leaving next week. He said, how is Bilberries Blue? I said, Bilberries Blue becomes when we become. That is the only way Bilberries Blue becomes, when we become. That's it. It's not the knowledge, it's not the number of companies, it's not the framework. Vashima, this is recent, you know. So yeah, this is it. We are Bilberries Blue. That's it, right? So this is Vashima's one.
I love that.
Huh?
I love that. Home of hearts.
Yeah.
Home of hearts. I mean, each one is a home of hearts. Each one of us.
I'm going to write that down.
Collectively, of course,
I got
we're
right.
a family of
undefeatable spirit. So home of hearts. Oh, I changed this. Should I change this? Yes. Vashima. Please. I change this to home of hearts, or stick with family of hearts.
I think home of hearts with the alliteration is nice.
Yes. Okay. See how it works? That's it. That which is beautiful in each of us, in each and every one of us, in each, I don't have space to read, in each and every of us. 0 characters remaining. So they wanted us to know, to respond to what was Sir John Templeton's intent. So you have to read it. Ben, are you able to summarize? Ejin, do you get to read this, Ejin?
Not yet.
No. So yeah, Ben, you read so this is my interpretation of his the donor's intent, the foundation. So I said, for the discovery of the human spirit to be able to serve its highest virtue and imagination, with the practice of intellectual humility through science, arts, and truthful, good, and beautiful human endeavors. Vashima, okay, this one?
Yeah, good.
And that links to that which is beautiful. I've got home of hearts. Oh, I'm going to put it down. That which is beautiful. That's the 4th one, you know. So if you can see the beauty in yourself, and you know it, and believe it, and don't doubt it, then you have your light. Okay, and you just keep practicing in society, in your home, in your life. So this is our concern. That's why we are doing this. Okay, society's care, learning, skills development, economic participation, and social inclusion require urgent attention. Okay. Haha, see, caps are very useful. So the personal atelier, humans need solitude, contemplation, and articulation for personal development. We are not given enough time, essentially. Okay, and it might be just a bit too much structure. Adults are breathing over youths and kids. Okay, parenthood and work. When I was a young parent, I found this really, really challenging. That it was very hard for me, and I guess many others. And I got lucky. I had enough time to become a skilled parent. Okay, but I cannot imagine those who had to juggle work, career, you know. So something needs to be spoken up for childhood. and parents. And then, of course, we know the economy and all that, right? We deviated so much away from ESG, and maybe the deviation, it's really from values, governance. Maybe there's not been enough skills, economic skills, too much political skills, maybe, but maybe there isn't enough political skills, because if you have good political skills, then you should be able to navigate and shape things towards the good, upholding the good and equitable functioning and aspirations of society. Okay, so that is how we're defining sustainable development. Okay, and full inclusion. Okay, this is dismal. Okay, if I were to put a scorecard for society, I think we've really not done well here. Okay, so this is our concern, and then this is our response about our solution. How do you fix this problem without drowning out, right? So we haven't received any grant. So this project will start on 1st of July 2022 and December, because 2023 we do the summer school, 2024 we do another summer school. Then I think we need 6 months to close up all our documentation and everything. So, and then we will close the project. Okay, so I'm going to save this because we changed the word, 2 words there just now. Thank you for bearing with me on this. Okay. Okay. These are not important, but they needed a CV or a bio. I would urge everybody in this youth stewardship program to write us your bio. This is very good practice. Okay, so send us this one. I will send in our examples, and then please do this up. It'll be lovely. Okay, and it will be a very good next thing to do after the 4Ws videos that you've done. So Ben and Zuali, Tasha, Alan has done his, but Tasha, I don't know if you finished this. Finish this up because it's already your personal statement. Okay. Okay, I was missing this. So Andromeda, sorry, your full name, please.
Andromeda Isar.
Like this?
Yes.
Sorry, because I couldn't find all my emails last night. I was I need help with this youth stewardship register thing. Okay, so I think Engine and Nika is for Philippines. For Cohort. You have to go.
My name is reverse. It's Tan Ijuna.
I'm very sorry, cannot say that. So these are the stewards, these are apprentices. I have, yeah. Zuali, I'm going to put you on this team because we need a biodiversity person. Ben, because you read everything. Hongkai is equally tortured. So I volunteered their names there. Then we have Ejin, Sharon, Marivik, Navita, Andromeda, Nika, Angelica. Yeah.
It should be in Philippines.
Good spotting. Yeah. Please check all my typo as well. Angelica?
11.
Like that. But wait. Oh. Like this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we've got Fel Rose. Anybody else wants to be in this team? Still got 248 characters. Isaac? Marivik, you're here, right?
Yes, hello.
Does everybody who's here today want to be in this team?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why don't we do
Yeah.
that, huh? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Okay. Pardon me, I'm just doing according to country first. Huh? 1F or 2F? Amir? I wish you all could be doing this, not me. Oh, I'm getting too old already. Okay. Mr. Isaac. Mr. Isaac. Okay. Type for me, type for me. Okay, those I can see, I'm typing, okay? Ayo, this thing is very slow. Mr. Victor. Victor Kenya. Mr. Melflix. This is what I call happenstance because you turned up today. You got roll call into this. Who else? Give me your full name, Anthony. Oh, Mr. Anthony. I need your full name, please. Can you either shout out or who else? Was that Felrose or Janelle? Can you help me, please? Because then I want to submit this already. Yvonne. What are your full name? Yeah.
Semeni majina.
Okay, type it for me because I am not good with spelling. Isaac Arabu. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, type out your full name on your screen, please. Kenya. Yeah. Okay, I got everyone. Nika there, Marivik there, Sulaiman. Type out your full name on the thing. Then I can copy. Yeah. $82 characters remaining. See, it's all meant to be. Sulaiman, Yvonne, your full name, please. No, you can put it on the chat. You can put it on the WhatsApp.
Tony sioneshani.
Okay, so I think they're still learning how to use the Zoom.
Kenyan, I think they sent it in the chat.
The chat, okay. Cohort 2.
I see a few names in the chat.
Let me see. Paul, I got Paul Oyindo. Oh, which chat are they at? Wait. Sulaiman.
The Zoom chat. The Zoom chat.
The Zoom chat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Junel, we need your wonderful write-up about VUCA and a city of learning. Oh, okay, it's turned red color. I'm just going to like delete all this so that I can fit more people in. Okay. Okay, together we are purples. Okay, like this, is it okay? I can fit in more people now. Mr. Anthony, you've forgotten? You said you converted it for us. Anthony. Minor. Yeah. I remember your hood, Anthony. Once you take off your hood, I cannot recognize you. Okay, did I miss anybody out here? Where's Yvonne? Yeah, Yvonne is here. Oh, Mohammed Amir, full name. Okay. Mohammed Amir Arif bin Muhammad Maliki. Okay, anybody else want me to change your names? Junel, did I get your name correct? Junel in or Dito? Okay, did I get everybody?
I think Paul's last name is
Paul Odur. Paul. Justin Chia Wen Xuan. Oh, Justin, you tipped us over. Wait, see, but I still cannot. I'm 2 characters too long.
Oh. Justin Chia is fine.
Huh?
Just put Justin Chia. Just put Justin Chia.
It has to be okay. Justin Chia is fine. Justin Chia. Okay. No
Okay,
more, no
super.
less. This is stuff. Did I get everybody?
Super.
Is everybody?
Brilliant.
Is everybody in?
Brilliant.
Yes. Confirm. Double confirm. Okay. The history of how we got to know about this is Dr. Susie Lingam. She is the former director of Singapore Art Museum and the creative director for the 2016 Singapore Biennale. So I would definitely be accessing her a lot because regarding creativity and use of spaces and all that, you know. So we're hoping that we may be able to do something with her. She's in Republic Polytechnic right now. So if they come on board, it will be very exciting. Okay, even if not, then we will work directly with her. Okay, so her current interest is a philosophical research interest in the nature of mind, the arts and the humanities, and the philosophy of science. So she knows everything about all this stuff. Okay, I really don't. So she had been deeply listening to us as well. So she had pointed out us to JTF, and I think it's the right alignment. So Singapore organization is under One Love Limited. Okay, currency SGD, requested amount 200, 1 million. You see the Excel spreadsheet, I've converted it into this. So you need to be able to do that. Hello, sweets. Say.
See?
You want to see? Oh, wait, hang on. The middle. You want to see your friends? Okay, you want to see your friends? I know you want to play with them. Say hi.
Hi, Keith.
He knows I'm doing that every. Okay. Wait. Okay, guys, we're doing this together. Okay. Yes? Are we ready?
I think big yes from everyone.
Yes, yes,
Good.
yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes,
3,
yes,
2, 1. We're
yes.
going to Cambridge.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Power
yes.
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 Can you
Macam
check? I should
ujinga.
go back and check the document again. Only to check. Wait. I got overexcited. I need to check one more time. I need to check one more time.
Okay, check one last time.
Yeah.
Check one last time.
These guys are strict, okay? I tell you.
Another yes.
You make a mistake.
Yes, semua.
Okay, so project is for youth stewards in underserved community, organize, coordinate learning by doing, fully inclusive local mobility learning, random, 35. Okay, I cannot. 6,000. I think it's correct. Okay, wait. No, I'm bad. I'm trained so badly that I need to check. 50 plus 417 plus 26 plus 35 plus 25. Oh no, it's 938,000 minus. I'm glad I checked. I'm missing 62. Oh man. 85.
You're missing 62,000?
Yeah, wait, hang on. 417. 26. Can somebody compute it? 35 plus 350.
I think big lesson for all of us to check till we get the numbers right.
Oh, it's wrong. Dang, what's happening? Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. I did get it wrong. My goodness.
What happened? What happened? What did you
getting wrong
miss?
cited. No, I missed a whole category. Okay. 85, 350. So this is called casting. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I checked. This is the part you don't want to get wrong, okay?
Okay, so instead of saying yes, we change it to check.
Okay, now squeezing tax into this alone requires ingenuity. Yep, that was the 62,000. 26, 35, 25. Perfect. I got it.
The number, the words have increased, so it's become red.
19 characters. Pick off the currency. It's spot on. 0 characters remaining. 1,198,802, 198, 198, 6,000. Oh, I made a lot of mistakes in this grant proposal.
Bravo.
I got another one.
Bravo.
6,600 times 30 is 198. Yeah. global mobility preparations such as vaccines, passports, visas, personal travel readiness, additional funding 802, donated time of members is 40,000, secured organizing committee and governance, that's us, we are worth $40,000. Private donation from Cambridge alumni, 350 plan to secure for 3, so 40 plus 350 plus 412 is 802. Okay. I'm so glad we caught that. Okay, the rest are narratives are less forgiving in a sense. Okay, budget numbers are very important. The type here is very important. Phone numbers, so they can get you, but they can get you anyway. All right, now we are ready.
Yay! Yay!
I'm so glad I checked. Okay.
Yay,
Are you ready? Go for it.
we are ready. Yay.
Go for it.
Hip hip.
Yes. Yes.
Hooray!
Yes.
Go.
Yay.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finger.
Got it.
Buzzing.
Got it.
Beck, you're a hero.
Submitted. Yeah, take a picture. Wait, hang on. We are
Yeah, we are heroes.
oh, heroes. Okay. Oh, thank you for listening to me
Yeah.
talk so that I talk through it myself. That's the other way I
Beck, you're brilliant.
no, you can say I'm a little shaken. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I caught the last bit. Okay, now I want to take photo with all of you. Then after that, I leave to you all to chat. Okay. So, everybody turn on your camera.
Bazinga.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yay.
Yay.
Yes, we must say check. Okay, we need some African dance now. We need some Kenya dance. We need some dancing, guys. We put in funding for 1 million. Now let's dance and pray and hope for it and work till we get to know.
oh, we have $1 million to work for. And can you imagine, like in 2 years' time when we meet there, we'll pull back this video. That's why.
Oh my God, it's gonna be a riot. It's gonna be a riot.
Oh my goodness, we just submitted
Riot
it.
of energy.
Yeah. So October 15th,
It'll be amazing.
we will take all these are our pedagogical documentation, and now we can systematically break it down, and we will what I call whack it. We make it. Okay.
Fabulous, fabulous.
Yeah. But thank you for
Bravo.
joining me on getting this far. Okay. So the rest of it, the world is your oyster, guys. This is as far as we can take it to scaffold it, you know. Yeah. So it's all framed. So it's 4:20. I think if you can stay on a little bit, then let's have some introductions. Okay. I'm too exhausted to facilitate already, so somebody has to kindly please take over.
Tony. Tony.
Hey.
Ndio hii traditional dance bana. Meka ngoma.
You got
Yes, need some traditional dancing.
Okay, we are playing the music. Paul. You're the video at the same time. Remember that.
Thank you, Anthony. That was very, very good. What is the name of the dance?
The name of the dance, it's called the Vindu Vichenjanga. It means things are changing.
Oh, wow, I love it.
Okay.
Things are changing. It's perfect.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You have to
Thank
make a
you,
video
thank
for
you.
us and teach us how to do it, you know?
Yeah, we will make one and teach you how to do it.
Yeah, and then teach us
And
the
release
meaning
a
of it.
video.
Yeah.
So we'll have a dance in Cambridge.
Okay, yeah.
And we have to, okay, so that's the first item we're going to put down, okay? We're all going to
Okay.
learn this dance, okay?
Okay.
Does it come with words that we can sing to?
Yeah. We'll put the words that you can sing to.
And then can you teach us the translation as well? So we were saying
Sure.
it in what language would it be? Is it a tribal language or is it a...
Yeah, it is a tribal language, but we can change the language to English. So that
Yeah, we want to learn too. We want to learn the tribal language, please.
Okay, yeah, we will.
It's perfect.
I can imagine the big hall in Cambridge and everybody doing this dance that we kind of saw today. Excellent.
You know, the past master of or the previous master of Fitzwilliam College, like I don't know what they call him, master, like the head of the college, Nikki Patfield, Professor Nikki Patfield. She would love it. I tell you, she would dance with us. Yeah. So if I tell her this, if you make a video now, I'm just going to send it to her and I say, we call her Nikki. Nikki, we are coming. You know, she'll be so excited. So
Yeah, we need a tutorial video so that we can all learn it from around the world.
Yeah.
Okay, we will make one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do you want to introduce yourselves? You want to go one at a time? Maybe to we don't know who. Victor, last week did we talk to you? I think we didn't, you know. Maybe Paul as well. Maybe you can start introducing yourselves. Paul and Victor.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi. Yeah, so my name is Victor Kibe. I'm a beneficiary at Children's Garden Home. I do computer studies. I teach the children computer and arts, mostly things like that at the school. Yeah.
Thank you, Victor. So I'm just going to move everybody along because we are short of time. Then next week we can talk. We can go further in detail of your 4 Ws. Okay. So Paul.
I'm Paul. I'm a beneficiary of Children's Garden. Yeah, I do events planning and management.
Paul, can we have your video on, Paul, so we can see your face?
Just a minute.
So I'm very pleased to see that. You're in
Okay,
the shadow. You're in the
I've been
shadow.
for children.
Yeah. I'm very happy to see that this week each of you have your own screens. It's very good. Then we can see your faces, we can see your participation, we can hear your voice very clearly. So thank you for that. That is wonderful. Yeah. Paul, sorry I was interrupting you. Yeah. Isaac, it's good work, Isaac. It's improved a lot. The receptivity is good, huh? You managed to stabilize. Is it because you found spots in the school, or you're dialing in from different places today?
We had to place everyone in different places so that we can be able to log in different screens and different devices.
Wonderful. I know you did some groundwork there. So
yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Isaac, you be in charge of taking everyone's kind of attendance, and who is going to be helping you? Should we get Yvonne to help you? So
it's
two
okay.
of you. Yeah. Okay. So in Malaysia, it's Ejin. Ejin, raise your hand. Yeah, or the cohort one, we have Ejin and I think Nika is for Philippines. Yeah. So they've been diligently logging in who's been attending and who can't attend, and setting up all the organization stuff. Okay. So actually it's you, and I think the representative will come, the other representative will come from Kim Lea. There is actually another group, and I think Montana is saying they're still at home. They don't have stable internet, so they are working on a fundraiser to solve that. So I might have to think a little bit about that as well. So the Kim Lea girls are not able to join us because at home they don't have a stable internet. Okay, so these are the things that we have to start noting down, and we want to try and start problem solve for all our friends, so that we can meet well together. Okay. I want to mix a little bit of introduction. Andromeda and Nika, you want to go next?
Hi guys, hi everyone. So I am Andromeda and I'm 20 years old and from the Philippines. So beside me is Nika. Hello, I'm Nika and I am 20 years old. That's all.
So maybe you can, okay, Ejin, you want to go next?
Hi everyone, my name is Ijin. I'm from Malaysia. I'm currently studying law, and also Penyan, I'll be transferring to the UK this September, October. So if you need anything to like coordinate with people over there, and if you feel like going there physically might be more convenient to like, I don't know, coordinate some things, I can volunteer to do that.
Oh my goodness, that would be perfect.
It's 3 hours away
great
from
news.
Cambridge.
Huh? Where will you be? Like which city?
Leeds. I think that's 3 hours by train from Cambridge.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Because even beyond Cambridge, people started to hear of our project and they started to get very excited. I have some friends in London that you maybe can call in on. Educators as well, nurses as well as bankers, different communities. You can. So you being in UK is perfect. Okay, so we would definitely. And then there's somebody called Dr. Helena. She's there. She's helping us with the higher institution stuff. So wow, this is exciting, guys. You got your an eye on the ground, and that's Ejin. Okay, any data you need, she's there. All right. Got Victor. Okay, maybe Anthony. I think the others are quite familiar with each other. So Anthony, maybe you want to introduce yourself to the others.
Okay, hi. I'm Anthony Maina. Yeah, I'm a volunteer in Children's Garden Home and School. Yeah.
Yeah, we can say about what you're going to do after that, right? Last week you were sharing about either some of your hobby. Yeah.
I'm hoping to join college very soon. I take a course in tourism and hospitality. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. So I'm trying to see.
Anthony, give my, as 1 second. Anthony, give my big hug to all the children in children's home and a big hug to Daddy Moses.
Okay, I'll do that.
I was there with all my friends and we had a super blast and I love you all.
We love you too.
That's beautiful. That's like, love you too. The echo is just going around. Yvonne, you want to have a go?
Hi, my name is Yvonne. I volunteer in Children's Garden. I hope to join university very soon to pursue in special education.
Sulaiman next. Sorry, before that, Sulaiman, Yvonne, we have the BB Lighthouse program, that project that we're doing. Maybe we will loop you in so that you see some of the work that we're doing there. You might enjoy that. Okay. Ellen and Tasha, maybe you want to talk a little bit about BB Lighthouse very quickly. Ellen.
Well, actually, BB Lighthouse is kind of fun. It's very, it will be a nice program as well. So it is a groupish, it is a groupish for everyone to come and enjoy the life in there as well.
It is for people to come to.
It is for people to come to be hot, also listen music, and also we also appreciate others,
Appreciate others.
Yeah, appreciate each other.
Okay. What was that you said before that? It is for people to come together. Yeah. Alan, can you type for us what you just said? Because it's very important.
I enjoy.
Okay, you type for us.
Sorry. Yeah, enjoy.
And enjoy. Okay. Okay, so Alan is a BB Lighthouse keeper. So he has set a vision and a mission for BB Lighthouse. So that's why he's saying appreciate each other and enjoy. Right? Did I get it right, Alan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tasha, you want to add on to BB Lighthouse? What do you hope to do there? And then maybe you can share, Yvonne.
Well, I also feel that BB Lighthouse should be a place for us to share concern, love, and care for others. I think that is what we should. That is what I want to do in BB Lighthouse.
Yeah. Yvonne, in the children's home garden, are there any children with like extra challenges or extra needs that they have?
Yes, they are.
maybe the BB Lighthouse Keepers can start thinking of how to work with Yvonne to support these children. Huh? Vashima, what do you think?
Yvonne can look at the ones who are needing a certain kind of special help. Maybe we can think about it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is good. This is good.
It's good.
Okay.
And let these children also be part of the tutorial video or the video. So there'll be two videos. One will be a tutorial video and one that they choreograph with all the children around there. So that will be nice also. So they'll have a face and a visibility.
Wow. This is going to be so amazing. Okay, Sulaiman.
Hi everyone. My name is Sulaiman Jabake. I'm a volunteer in Children's Garden. I'm helping the children in education that is English and helping them to in acting of dramas. Thank you. Thank you.
You say drama?
Drama, yeah.
Yeah, the feedback. Okay. Isaac, you haven't gone yet, Isaac?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Isaac Arabu. I'm also a beneficiary of Children's Garden, but currently I'm in college. I'm doing computer graphics and design. And in Children's Garden, I teach robotics. I teach Lego robotics. And it's very fun having fun with the kids. It's what I like, helping others. And thank you. I also know Vashma. The last time we met at Children's Garden, we were building the statues, and it was very fun. Thank you. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Thank you for the sharing, Isaac. So,
yeah, thank you.
Wow. So you've already really cared for children. So this is what I'm marveling about the Children's Garden youth stewards, you know. So it's already you're living care already daily. So you got to give yourself, like, you know, a real hug and a pat on the back. If no one has said it to you, we're saying it to you. You guys are amazing. Okay, so you're working with the children and you're already nurturing their lives, you know. So let us know if there's any thing you think we can how do we say it, we can do more, you know. Maybe we are not aware of it, maybe other people are not aware of it, and then maybe if you can let us know where we can do more for yourselves and the children especially. Okay, so Vashima, maybe you can explain it a bit better, how what we're trying.
Children's home has a powerful energy that is collective, that came out in the film also. So Isaac, have you seen the film that we had made? Did you see the film? Did you get to see the film? Yes. Yep. So I think we want to document the journey of these children as leaders. So we want to make those stories visible. So they have a monthly magazine. So they can share with us.
As we journey the journey of possibilities, and there will be 7 milestones. Maybe we can do some stories around those milestones.
I think the echo is too much, so I think the communication can stop here for today.
Yeah, I just have 2 more people to go through, which is Justin and Amir Arif. So, and Mary Vic as well. 3 years. Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, my name is Myvic Benedict. I'm from Malaysia, and currently I'm pursuing my degree in Bachelor of Economics. So that's all from me. Thank you. I pass it to Ame Arif.
Okay, hi guys, good evening. My name is Ame Arif. You guys can call me Ame. I am pursuing my degree in mechanical engineering, and it's been a while since I joined the meeting, so it's good to see you guys. It's good to make new friends, and yeah, hi everyone. So I'll pass it to Justin.
Hello everyone, my name is Justin Chia. You can just call me Justin. I'm currently studying mechatronic engineering, and yeah, it's all about building robot stuff and programming. So it's a fun course to learn, and happy to meet you all today.
Thank you. Oh, and Benjamin. Yeah, introduce yourself and.
Okay then. Hi everyone, I'm Ben. I'm studying English at NTU Singapore, and yeah, happy to meet all of you. So many interesting people. Can't wait to get know all of you.
So do you all find any commonality between yourselves now, like Justin and Isaac? Do you all feel this thing that I really want to know what Isaac is doing with the robotics and mechanical? Do you feel that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy to know Justin is doing robotics.
Yeah. So I am thinking now we have 2 chat channels, one cohort 2. I don't know if we should combine it, but the administrative of 2 cohorts, the conversation is a bit different, because the cohort 1 has dialogue journey. So maybe I'll keep it as two threads right now. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Kim Leah girls haven't onboarded yet, so we have to wait for them for cohort 2. Okay, so I'm going to keep the WhatsApp channel separate first. Then at some stage, when everyone has onboarded, we will just combine. What do you think? Yep. Then you can have dialogue going. But in any case, this group, I'm going to add you all into the summer school channel. Okay. So for today, this group.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're going to do. Cohort 1, cohort 2, and then mix it during the group. And then if there is if Yvonne feels, she's resonating with the lighthouse keepers, Yvonne can be a lighthouse keeper too. So we'll do it like that. So, and then if there are other projects that are coming up that you all feel, hang on, we really need to do this now. Okay, then we can set up a different project. The other one that is coming up is so summer school is already one project. Okay, the other one that's coming up is really the and lighthouse keepers, we already have settled into the school space. Ellen and Tasha will be going on site next week after the COVID in Singapore is settled in. Okay, so Ellen and Tasha, you're going in next week already. Okay, and one of the things we have to do, sorry. Yeah, see how excited they are.
Depends on what day.
Yeah,
you want us to go there.
You have to tell me, and you have to coordinate your own travel in. But my preference is that you don't take the public transport just yet. Just
Okay.
arrange with your mommy to drop you off. Okay.
Okay.
And pick you up as well. The school is very, very strict right now because of COVID.
I don't know. I mean, I asked her, but as I said before, both of them, mommy and daddy, are working from home.
I see. Even better, because then they can just drive you and then get back to work. during you work with them. I think they should be able to. Okay. See if you can. If not, you will have to go on the MRT. I would prefer if they drive you.
All right.
That's for yet because of COVID. Okay. Just yeah. But next week we will have to go on site already. Okay. Any day, which y'all can organize your transport, then we can go BB Lighthouse. Once we have signed the agreement with the school, then and everything, we can start sharing news with the others. So the other thing is now we've kind of all met each other, settling in. Sharing news is a very interesting thing, you know. So you know, every time we meet, if you have any news, please just share with us. It's wonderful. Yeah. Oh yes, Charcoal Cottage Studios. Look out for it. I am working with a lady who has a sewing workshop in Vietnam. I might see if she has some used stewards in Vietnam that can join the program as well. But we are starting to design a range of clothes. Okay, so this is quite fun for me. So if anybody likes design and likes to design fashion wear and all that, and if you like to be some of the models for it or the story behind that, you can let us know. So that's the commercialization of things. Okay, those who are doing the digital stuff, Victor, you're in IT, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And Nika, I might call in on you guys, you know, just like I call in on Ben for help. I am meeting some IT software developers coming Monday. Last week, I went to meet with a place called Launchpad, where they have all the startup enterprises in Singapore. So these are some of the things that you can start thinking about and working with me. Okay, if your schoolwork permits. Because this will add basically, and Isaac as well, right? Are you more into IT systems too?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and startups, right? Because I made friends with those guys at the Launchpad at the startup hub. So as I journey there, you can work shadow me as we build this Charcoal Cottage Studios. Nika, are you where are you on your IT journey now? As in school?
Third year.
Third year college now, right now.
Third year? Okay. Can I have a quick sense before we close for today? Where is everybody? Are people on vacation now, or are people busy with their exams? Or just before you go into college? If you have time, let me know, because I can do with some help. I'm having quite a lot of work that I can actually work directly with any of you who have time. So just let me know, okay? But on the IT side, I think I will reach out to Nika, Victor, Isaac, okay? Anybody else I missed out who does IT stuff? No, right? So that's all. And then Paul, your events planning is very, very relevant to the summer school, okay? You are probably the one that is going to be coordinating all the crazy stuff.
Imagine having on his experience organized summer school in Cambridge. My God, look at that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So Ejin has to go, but Paul, you work closely with Ejin, okay, on this one. Okay. on the summer school. And then Sulaiman, remind me again. What are you going to pursue in college or are pursuing?
Tourism and hospitality.
Okay, so Sulaiman and Anthony, both hospitality. So it's very, very relevant to the living cities thing, okay? And the accommodation and travel. So this summer school project is actually one of the very, very relevant to you, especially in all the organizing, okay? So we will need to call in on you guys regarding how to structure this.
Okay.
Okay. So now that you've heard the brief today, and it was very detailed together with the budget, I'm going to send you all the information after I take out all my private information. Okay, I'll prepare another document. Then what you can do is you can start thinking, you know, about how would you structure this thing. So we don't have any framework on how it's going to be structured right now. Okay. So it's all up to all of us here. But since if Sulaiman and yourself, Anthony, and Paul, I think the three of you have a go at how would you structure it. Okay, in any format that you want, whether it's how would you communicate it, whether it's video, whether it's what, but bring that idea and the deep thinking into not the next meeting, but the following meeting. The next two meetings, we will still be working to help the Kimlia girls on board. We have to figure out why they are not. So Isaac, you're very close right there with them. See if you can reach out to Monte, and figure out what exactly is the help that they might need. And since you're in IT, right, together with Victor, they're having a IT problem. Fix it, help them fix it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so that they can come on board, and then we can begin the engagement with them, like how we are now, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. we got everyone. Yeah. Yeah, and Malaysian and Andromeda and Nika all okay? Yep. All right. Vashima, you want to close the session?
Always with a big hug and a big smile, and have a super duper week ahead. And lots of love till we see you again next Thursday.
All right. And for the rest, in a month's time. All right. Okay. Keep safe, everyone. Mwah.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Mewaona.
Bye-bye.
Bye guys. Thank you for today.
Have a nice day.